Have you ever wondered if PR is still worth it? I get it. You know, it takes a lot of work to get those press releases and create those relationships out. But after a media win yesterday, I know that it is still worth it for business owners out there. So in short, the answer is yes, it's still worth it, but the world of PR has shifted. So come on in and let me share with you some secrets about how you can tap into the world of PR. If we've not met before, my name is Reed-Enever. I am an ideas and impact strategist. I am also the author of my book of PR tips, which helps you engage with the media. I started in PR a long time ago. I love connecting with the media, I love connecting with journalists, and I love helping you make that connection along the way. So let's dive into what works and what doesn't work within PR right now. So, okay, let's dive into the things that don't work first, because we do not want to be doing them within our business. And the first one is generic press releases that are blasted out via one email address to multiple destinations. Now, don't get me wrong, a press release still has its position within the marketing of the world of PR today. However, it needs to be targeted. It needs to be going to the right journalists. And if you don't know what it is, just don't scrape a whole heap of emails off the internet. Go and use a PR distribution service so that your release can be distributed to the inboxes of the right people and it's got more chance of being seen. Because if you scrape those ones off the internet, send it out in bulk, chances are you're going to the junk and the spam folders inside the inbox, and we don't want you to be doing that. And also you can burn your relationship bridges with the journalist because you sent them the wrong release at the wrong time, and when you do have a story that they want to connect with, they're out. They're not in because they've already put you on their block list. Okay. The second thing is these vanity metrics, look at me things. I appeared in this, splash the logos over XYZ. Now, quite often this one comes from what we call paid PR or paid placement, where people have paid to be on a particular area, or they've paid to be distributed, and one that you can see, you see through it because you know it's stock images, is that here am I on the York billboard. Unless I can see people moving in a different day of the week and don't find it in a reverse image search, I really doubt the credibility of those new billboard posts right now. So if you're thinking about paying for something like that, don't. And if you're thinking about paying for placement in a magazine or in a publication, that is advertorial. While it is part of your marketing, it's technically not earned PR or earned media, but you can do it. But it's not something that you want to go out there and go, look, they featured me, how special am I? You need to be honest about it because people see through this stuff and we don't want them seeing through you and thinking that you are dodgy. The next one is treating PR like a one-off thing. I'm sorry guys, but marketing, all forms of marketing, are things that we need to do consistently. And one press release does not a PR campaign make. PR is about public relations. Relations are all about relationships. And when you're going through building your press release campaigns and building out your PR plans for the year, you want to make sure that you are planning to engage with the media regularly. And if you're going to send them a release, we're not sending them in the last 2 or 3 days before the event. We're giving them at least 7 days, but ideally the media works 90 to 120 days ahead of time. So we want to be engaging with them that way. So PR is not a one-off cycle. It is something that we need to consistently integrate within our market so that we can connect with our audience and engage the journalists and work with them when they're looking for stories. And number 4 is my favorite, thinking that traditional media is the only option. While radio, TV, print are all my first loves when it comes to the world of PR, it's quite often not the most effective. Sometimes, especially if you're an online business, the most effective media you can tap into are podcasts, are video guest spots on YouTube channels, are guest summit speaking, are coming in and doing interviews in other ways and formats, guest writing, guest articles, and it's quite often the easiest way to start your PR journey and build your profile. If you're online, you want to be in online publications because the click to the click is so much easier than remembering from the TV or the news publication what people are going to engage with. And what was the name of that brand again? Oh, who was that person that I need to contact? You know what I'm talking about. So don't forget the online media. It is here to stay, guys. So let's make sure that we use it. So now I've gone through the things that don't work. Let's dive into the things that do work, and they work really well for you. One is a strong personal brand. We are in the world of personal brands, people behind the brands now. There's, gone are the days of here's the brand and there's nothing else. Even the CEOs of companies now, we know. So we need to make sure that we've got a strong personal brand, which means we're out there, we're posting our business, we've got clear messages, we know who we are, we know who we stand for, and we've got a really good media kit that we can send to call outs, like onto places like Source Bottle and Help a Reporter Out and all of those sites out there like that you can engage with. With your strong personal brand, if you know who you are, you know what you stand for, you know who you serve, you've already got a stronger chance of connecting with the media. The next thing that works, and it's always worked within this industry, is newsworthy angles. This is not a sell my business point of view if we're reaching out to a journalist to run our story. We've got to have a newsworthy angle for them. So the media want fresh, they want relevant, and they want timely hooks. So what makes this story matter now? Why should the audience care? And then tying those messages into trends, awareness, and industry shifts, and we make it timely. If it's appeared in the news today and we've got another angle, we want to respond. And that's called reactive PR. We do go into that more in the book, but that's called reactive PR, when things are trending in the news and we're going to newsjack. So we're going to be a little bit reactive. Proactive PR is getting in and knowing that Mother's Day is coming up, or is knowing that Christmas is coming up, or knowing that there's a financial year report or something that relates to your industry, and being ahead as the thought leader by putting out your thoughts. I have a client who does it very well. He does updates on the RBA. It affects his client base. He does a YouTube one, but he's quite often used that to tap into the media and get media wins along the way as well. So it's something handy for you to think of. Number 3, what works in the world of PR is relationship building. It's the foundation of it. PR, public relations. We want to have a relationship with our journalists, with the researchers, with the people who are putting all the stuff together out there for us. So make sure that you're out there and you're following journalists, you're engaging with their work, you're connecting with them. And if you do have a different angle or point, you reach out. But make sure that you know which preferred method they want to reach out. Is it social media? Is it phone? Is it pitch? Is it email? Rarely these days is it phone unless it's emergencies. Quite often it is email, or it is, a quick message on social media. They might even have a form that you can put your details in if you've got a story angle for them. Number 4, I see business owners wanting PR or wanting media before they've actually leveraged their own. And that means having blogs, having newsletters, having things that the journalists can check out on your own website. So YouTube videos like this, sharing your education, connecting, making sure that you've leveraged your own media first, because our websites, our social media, our channels are all like our own curated publications. So we want to curate them well, and we want the media to be able to see that and see that we're a really good source because we produce good content already on our websites, and they get to know more about who we are because they're going to go and check us out and do a little bit of online stalking to make sure that we are a good source. So by leveraging our own media, by showing that we do know our stuff on our own websites and our own channels, that creates trust for the journalists because we've leveraged our own media. And number 5 is all about consistent visibility. Even now you can most probably hear the lawnmower in the background, but I'm not going to stop sharing these amazing tips with you. Being consistently visual in your social media, in the press releases, commenting on news, commenting and sharing different angles, engaging with journalists is part of the public relations journey. Remember, it is not a one press release makes a PR campaign. PR campaigns are all about engaging with the journalists that work within our field and being a good source. So now that I've covered what works and what doesn't work, how do you take action? How do you make PR work for you? 1, you're going to get out there and you're going to craft a strong media bio. Who are you? What are you an expert in? And why do you make a really good source? And if you need more tips on that, the book of PR tips dives into it. But we've also got how to create an available for interview profile inside the Reed-Enever Group Academy, which you can tap into and jump into along the way. Identify 3 to 5 media angles. These could be your story, they could be client impact, they could be industry trends that you can comment on as an expert. So get out there and start commenting on the journalist stuff before you even start sending the press release. Build your media list. Find the outlets, the podcasts, the local media, the people that we want to be connected with, and build that list and start following them, start engaging on their content, and then look at where you can pitch your content out from there. We're going to then pitch with purpose. We're going to make it personal, make it relevant. We're going to Then we're going to pitch with purpose. We're going to make it purposeful. We're going to make it relevant. If it's local, we're going to give it a local angle. If it's a digital blog, we might, hook it into some of the other stories so that they can cross-link, which is a great thing for SEO. And we're going to make our pitch relevant to the outlet. PR isn't dead, but some of the old ways of doing it, like the blast, the send, the not building relationships component and just hoping they're going to pick up your story, are. If you need more help and you want more help, I'm an impact and marketing strategist. I lead the team at Reed-Enever Group. We love working in the world of PR, but I invite you to come and join us inside my Ideas, Impact and Marketing Circle, where you've got access to my course library, which is how to write a media release, working with the media, how to create an available for interview profile, and we meet every month to help you create impact for your business. Until next time, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know that it was great and you want more content like this, because it really does help me in my content planning. And get out there and share your story with the media, because if you don't share your story, no one else will for you. So get out there, share your story, connect with the journalists, build that relationship, and get yourself in the world of PR.